arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. And if you know how, Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami. For the second time, Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. We can slowly open our eyes. Meditation doesn't stop. Meditation adapts. Meditation doesn't stop. Our mental stability and care cannot be compromised by the external movements. Too precious. Too precious. So we open our eyes. Meditation is still there. You tell me, can you feel your head? Can you feel it? Yes. Do you feel your face? Yes. Mind stable? No. Open eyes. The only thing that changed is now there is light and there is shape and maybe some concepts that arise. People, carpet, whatever. But it's just color and shape. Can you feel your arms? Yes. Your chest? Lungs? Heart? Stomach? Intestines? The hips? Legs and feet? Mind? And with that, gentle. That's what we call elegance, inner elegance. Presence, stability, maturity, and kindness. We have seen it in our teachers. It is possible to live there. The mind is stable and is discerning clearly. In front, in the sides, isn't it? We can feel it even in the back. Feel more family around. Stable and kind. Very beautiful combination. Very healthy for the body, very healthy for the mind. Keep your eyes open and we will continue with some of the instructions in the monitor. Ready? Yes. We keep the stability. Meditation adapts. Ready? Yeah, this is a refined work. This is a fine work. So off we go. What are we doing here in a retreat? One time a dear teacher said, look, we don't come here to level ourselves or anything. Regardless where we are in our spiritual development, that doesn't matter. What is important is wherever we may be, wherever practice we have, that together as a family, we give the next step. That is what we are doing today. Just give the next step today. And if we do it as together, how wonderful. So, yes, our mind will be changing, conditions will be changing, but we will not stop walking. Deal? Shall we make the first deal of the day? Deal? Deal, deal. But don't leave me with the hand out, ne? Deal. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you, Bhante. Deal, deal. Come on, deal. Come on, deal, 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 deal. Tung. So how are we going to do that? A retreat. Sayadaw Tejaniya says something very beautiful. He says, a retreat is a training camp. A retreat today is a training camp. A laboratory, he says, a laboratory where we learn and put into practice techniques to apply in our lives. And Sayadaw Tejaniya is a little bit tough. He said, if what you learn here, you don't apply it back in your home with your family and at your job and in the middle of traffic, you are wasting your time. That's how he said. If what we learn here, we don't apply it back at home and with our family, we are wasting our time together. Very pleasantly, but wasting time. So, one thing that we need to know, wait, one sec. Okay, here we are. We are all somewhere in our journey of life. The other day in the talk we spoke about it. We are somewhere in the journey of life. Do we know where we are? Where are we? Now we saw it. We started with that. Where are we? Here. And do you remember where? In where? In a galaxy, in a planet floating in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, indeed. So here we are floating. Now the question, and I make it, and we need to contemplate on it. When are we? Do you know when are you in your life? When are you in your life? Now? Yeah, but when in your journey of life? When in your journey of life? Some of you know this, but I brought it because it is very important for our determination. So, when are we in our lives? One time my teacher says, you know, when are you? When am I, Bhante? Yes, when are you? And then the teacher says, very beautiful. But now I brought the images. The other day we just did it by voice. So the teacher says, you see, in nature, everything has cycles. Day and night, we sleep, we wake up, we etc., etc. And he said the year also has cycles: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And he said the human life is the same. Human life also have a spring, a summer, autumn, and winter. And then in order to know where are we, let's simplify things. So let's say that the average lifespan, which is somehow around that, is 80 years for the sake of simplification. So now we can know clearly when are we in our lives. So here we are. From 0 to 20, that was our spring. Any sprinter here? Any spring? One only. Oh, the other day you were there? Wow, we have the only one. Yes, one. Good. Now, summer from 21 to 40, that was our summer. Mind that I'm speaking in past tense. That was our summer is gone. So now from 41 to 60 is our autumn. And then we got it from 61 to 80, that's our winter. Now, do you know when are you? Unequivocally, we know when are we. So just for the sake of feeling companionship. How many summers do we have now? Summers, a few summers. Autumns, middle of autumn, winters. Yes, everybody welcome, very good. So now we are, and the question is, and the Buddha found many ways to do this contemplation. We have no guarantee that I don't have no guarantee that I will arrive to the winter. I travel a lot, and I even expose more than my own parents. I might die before them. We don't have that guaranteed. The question is, regardless where we are, can we afford to continue wasting life? Isn't it? No. Can we afford to continue? There is a movement that is very common these days. Can we afford to continue? Wait, check. Okay, remember your season. And I show you this movement. Let's see what happens to your mind. Can we afford to waste time? Not at all. Can we afford to waste? Time is life. Can we afford to waste life? The question is, I forgot to ask you to put safety belts for this journey. Please buckle up. So, can we afford? Not at all. In what are you using your time? You don't need to say nothing. That's an inside question. In what are you using your time? Because the Buddha in the Majjhima Nikaya 19, which is one of my favorite suttas, the Buddha says, whichever direction the monk or the practitioner inclines his mind, that is the destination. Wherever we incline our mind, whatever we focus on, that will be the inclination of our mind. Our mind is like a chameleon. Whatever it touches, it becomes. Now is this moment, with these sounds and these sights and these colors and this movement. The mind is very good at getting things and becoming it. What are you doing with your mind? That is an inside question. No need to feel rush, but it's very good, and the Buddha called this spiritual urgency and awareness. Where am I? This opportunity is so precious to have a planet that has liquid water floating in space and oxygen. It's so precious in the universe, and here we are as human beings, born organic little moving guys. I don't know how to say, beings. How precious this opportunity is. Just to put things into perspective. Now, that was the bad news. Not so bad, ne? But here we go to the next one. Now come good news. My dear family, fortunately we have tools to make the best use of the time we have. Buckle up. Question for yourself. Maybe we don't answer it today, but in your intimacy, please make this question. I know it's a little bit hard, but it's very important. What do I want to do with the time I have left? Don't think about how much or how little, how it is. Whatever it is, we need to stop by ourselves and ask, let's stop for a little while. What am I planning to do with the time that I have left? It is a pleasure to do this question together as a family. We are together, so we can breathe in and exhale with satisfaction. We are at peace with nature, no problem. It's just natural. I commend and celebrate our courage. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Bing. If the question was not totally answered, I totally invite you. Today we won't be able to do it. Take your time. On a weekend, go to the forest, leave the phone behind, get a little pencil and a little bit of paper, sit down somewhere, and after we calm the mind, ask the question again. And I will ask another counter question. In whatever thing I am focusing right now, does it make justice to this blessing? That is also very juicy. The thing that will come out of these two questions, because that immediately will steer the ship, like the other day we went with the sails, and the sail, and suddenly, it opens and very good. As is any journey, we know when we are now in our life. So I'm in the middle of the autumn. So as any journey, it is very good to stop like today. Congratulations to all of us. We stop today, and in any journey, we need to check the compass. Where am I coming from? Where do I want to go? That's why I'm making these questions. Existentially, not just physically, because we have, I think, all our needs are covered so far, I think, more than enough. Where are we going? That is what I like to think about retreats. So we need to stop periodically, either for a day like today or a few days, at least once a year. That's the cheapest we monks can sell that one. The cheapest we can leave it to you is one retreat a year. But if you can 2 retreats, even better. Stop, see where am I going, and to do that, especially for the people who just coming, I'm very happy there are some people that has never practiced meditation and is the first contact with Buddhism today. So I'm very glad to be doing this together. when we have a journey, we can see in this image, we need a platform where to stop, where to look around, because when we are immersed in the world, in our busyness, in the hustle and bustle of daily life, very difficult to see, isn't it? Very difficult. Where am I? I don't know where am I. Boo, 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 boo. But then when we go to a platform, now we can see like those people. Here is the mountain. That's the river. That's where am I going? That, from now on today in this retreat, we will call it meditation. That is that platform where we stop for a little while. We stop for a little while. Raise the head above our daily vibration and look within. Meditation, it's a means, not the goal. And in the West, I see it in myself and in others that sometimes we mix the goal with the means. Meditation is a way to stabilize our mind, clear the glasses of the mind, and be able to penetrate. But we need to remember that it is wisdom, the one who does the job. When wisdom makes peace with life, it is willing to let go. When it accepts nature, it lets go, and once it lets go, then freedom. That's the goal, freedom. Worldly freedom and existential freedom. In this journey and in this group, it's a very varied group, so I will ask for the patience for all of us. For the ones who will hear some instructions that you have already heard many times, be patient, because there are people who is their first time. And for the first time here, you hear some words in Pali or some idea that you may never heard before. Be patient, and later we follow up with questions. And for the ones that already know the instructions that you're gonna see, I will pass you. Should I pass you one tip that saved my sanity as in the monasteries in Myanmar? When I was with my teacher, new people always come to the monastery. So as new people arrived, he will repeat the same instructions. But after 10 years that you are practicing with the teacher, you hear the same story. Anybody who has happened like that you have heard a story many times? Many of us. So one time, I will confess something. One time I was there, and then the teacher starts saying the same. Our job is to check what is the mind doing, and then I hear the story, and I confess. The mind says, here we go again with the same story. What mental state do I have now with that comment? What do you think is inside? Aversion. I'm impatient. I go, Jesus, here you go again. Okay, then I look like that, but fortunately, this one, fortunately the mind was checking, and then I say, what am I doing? My teacher is here, and I'm doing here, what am I doing here? But then suddenly, and I don't take credit for it, a ray of light arose, I don't know from where, and then the mind make the question, okay, I have heard that story many times. Why does teacher decided to say it now? Why did the Buddha taught this? My dear family, if you have heard a story many times, just ask that question. You will see the underpinnings, or you want to say the backdrop. You will open the hood of wisdom. It will be wonderful. He has said many times, why did the Buddha taught this? It will go. Anyway, the point is that to make a level the ground, I will speak briefly about the essence of meditation or how I like to approach it. So, one time a dear teacher says, you see, our mind is like that boat. If that boat is not tied to the pier, and if a storm comes, can you please tell me what happens to that boat? If the boat is not tied to the pier and then a big storm arises, what happens to the boat? It drifts away, and it can crash in the rocks, and it can even sink and can break or anything, isn't it? So he said, in life, I ask you, in life, do you get some storms from time to time in life? For example, when we get sick, or our parents, they need our care, or when the economy changes, or the political situation is, etc. We don't get into detail. Do we get storms in our life? Definitely. Well, teacher said our mind is like that boat. If that boat is safely tied to the pier, no problem. Even the storm comes, yes, the boat will move, but it will not crash or sink. So then he said, we need an object to hold our mind. That's why when we are meditating, we need a meditation object. There are many meditation objects that will keep our mind steady, even in the middle of the typhoon. In the middle of the storm, yes, it will be moving one side to the other. And one of the objects that is the favorite of many traditions, it is our breath. Why? Because my teacher once, Wenka also asked that, I think. He said, can you breathe in the past? Anybody here who can breathe in the past? Raise your hand, anybody? No one? Can you breathe in the past? No. Okay, seal it. Boom. Can you breathe in the future? Anybody here? Can you breathe in the future? Where do we breathe? Breathe. Present only, now. So if we know, if we are aware, if our mind is inhaling or exhaling, that is a guarantee that we are here. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. That's it. Welcome to all of us, to what is. The past is gone and we cannot change it. The future has not arrived, and who knows if it is going to be the way we imagine it. Generally, it doesn't. The teacher said that when our mind is outside of the present, we are hallucinating. Thinking about the past, it's a hallucination. We are thinking about something that is not right now. And the future, even more. There is nothing safer or more secure than being here. So that's where we stay. We can also use the body, any sensation of the body, the weight of the body in the cushion right now, the sensation in your hands, the touch of the cloth, whichever thing that is happening right now, we use it to our advantage, to anchor ourselves. Can we be aware of our breath while we are sitting? You say yes or no. Can we be aware of our breath when we are standing? Yes. Walking? Yes. Lying down? Yes. Every moment is a moment for meditation. If we are breathing, we can meditate from morning to night. So today in this retreat, that's it. We will be meditating throughout and also going back home to have mental stability. Now, for the ones who first time practicing, there are many ways to sit. I will just go through this very quickly. You can sit with quarter lotus or half lotus, putting it up here. You went tum tum. So you can sit half lotus or here we go, quarter lotus just in front. And there is also the Burmese way of sitting, which is the one that I like very much. Just putting one in front and the other one. And if you the one in the here in front. And then if you need, you change. And we also have the seiza, the Japanese style, which some of you are using already. So you can sit, and this one is very good because the spine gets very straight. And then the only thing is that since we are sitting on our feet, eventually some pain arises, but we can change, or just from this one to the side here. And also, since the meditation work is done by the mind, we can also sit on chairs as we are. So the position doesn't really matter. What matters is the mental stability. Until here, everybody clear, no? People who is for the first time, clear? Good. We will also practice walking meditation, and we will pass the instructions before we go. And this is not that we are being innovative in any kind. In the Satipatthana Sutta, the Buddha spoke about all of this. It's one of the most revered and important discourses that the Buddha gave. And he mentioned that we need to keep the balance of our mind and stability in any position that the body is found. And it is possible. When being silent, we know. I know the body, I know the mental state. When talking, I know the body and what the mind is doing. While eating, in any moment. So, instruction for today's retreat and also outside, only one simple instruction. Let's be mindful from the moment we wake up until the moment we go to bed. Sounds like a good deal? Only that, only that. Be mindful from the morning until you go to bed. That's it. You can do whatever you wish, walking, sitting, running, swimming, whatever, but mental stability. Anybody here who would like to be free from suffering? Raise your hand. Anybody, or anybody here that want to be fully happy? Raise your hand. Good. So may I share one little tip that might bring us to that very quickly? Would you like to know a tip that brings us immediately to that? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, my dear family, we can practice at any moment. So one tip very quickly. From now on, if you want to get enlightened, don't take a shower anymore. Sounds good? Sounds possible? Or makes sense or no? No, it doesn't make sense? Well, I need to tell a little catch in this one. Okay. Look, I will be walking and you ask me, Bhante, where are you going? You tell me, ne? I'm going somewhere, I'm going there, and you ask me, Bhante, where are you going? Okay? I'm going to take a shower. Scenario number 1. Okay, I will go again and you ask me again. I am going to meditate in the shower. So, which one sounded more elegant? Number 2. First one, how many times have we taken showers? We already know how to do it automatically. Do you need to think a lot? That's why our mind, when it is lost and is doing something automatic, immediately goes to futurizing or pasteurizing. I don't know how to say. It starts futurizing. How you say pasteurizing, Bhante? Is that a new word?
That's definitely a new word.
We should call the Oxford Dictionary of whatever. Futurizing and pasteurizing. So my dear family, simple. From now on, don't take showers. Take the determination before you enter into the shower, I will not take a shower. And it really works, the determination is very important. I will not take a shower. I will meditate while showering. So the invitation is just add the little tag. And since how many things we do a day, you can put it into anything. Do you want another tip to get enlightened very quickly? Yes. No, what kind of yes is that? Do you want to get enlightened quickly? Yes. Okay, so from now on, my dear family, please don't eat. Now we know the trick. Now we know the trick. You will not eat anymore. What are we going to do? We are going to meditate while eating. Sadhu, 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 bing, 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 bing. Very simple detail. We have the food and we will have the food immediately right now in front of us. I will not eat. I will cultivate mental stability and wisdom while I eat. Double, triple gain. The important part is the determination. We know how to brush our teeth. We know how to walk already. If anyway we are commuting somewhere, I will meditate while I arrive to the office. Deal? Shall we? Showers? No more showers? No more eating? Good. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Good. Sorry. Okay, so we will do in anything. Now that can be applied to anything. But I will ask you one last instruction for this retreat. We will do while opening the door. We will do while doing anything. Just one last thing. Please, whatever you do today, and I will highly encourage you to do it back home, is just do everything with gentleness. Just do it gently. There were already some already in the room. What did that word did to your mind? Please take a look to this image. Look at that. Can we be aggressively gentle? Doesn't make sense there. What kind, let's brainstorm. What kind of mental qualities gentleness pulls up? Yes, when we are gentle, our mind does what? When we are gentle, the mind has more patience. What else? There is ease. What else? There is soft and there is love. It is grateful, compassion. What else? Relax. What else? There is equanimity. What else? present, sweet. What else? Huh? Forgiveness. My goodness, look. One single word, one single attitude in the mind, gentleness. Look at the richness that we just harnessed. We know it. Well, let's use it to our advantage. Just to look, the words that just arose: peace, gentleness, love, care, appreciation, presence. By a single mental attitude, be gentle. Hold it gently, like a precious thing. Because life is, isn't it? Now the question comes: how do I treat myself? Oh, some eyebrows arose in the room. Oof. Why? What kind of things do I tell to myself, especially after having made a mistake? Let's remember that we cannot offer something that we don't have. We monks use no money, as you know. I have seen people walking in the street. One time an old lady asked for something, and I felt really hopeless. I was like, what you're asking, I cannot give it. I don't have it. My dear family, the invitation for gentleness starts inside. There is a question that my teacher once made, and he said, how much of a friend are you of yourself? Are you your friend? Well, that is the only relation for sure that will be with us all the way. If there is something that we can adjust, applying gentleness, and as we did in the first meditation, and kindness and love, presence and care, gratitude, forward. Can you please repeat the words that you just said about gentleness? What it inspires you? Please go ahead. Ease. Love. Compassion. Yes? Relaxed. Soft. Tender. Open. Patient. Kind. Presence. My dear family, this quality is highly underestimated. Let's do a little experiment. Bring this feeling that you have right now and bring it back to your home. Imagine yourself going back home with this mental state that you have now. Imagine yourself having contact with your parents or children, or your neighbors, or co-workers with this. If we are skillful enough, our presence can be a blessing for the people around us. If we are skillful enough, just by being the vibration that we offer to the other. Second determination we take of the day. Whenever I feel this mind getting hooked in stories and getting hard and resisting, I will come back. That's it. Just come back. You know it. Remember the path. The more we come and go often every day, the easier it will be each time. For the second time. The next time I find this mind resisting, non-accepting, getting tight, I will just come back. Gentle, soft, mature, and wise. For the benefit of my family, my co-workers, neighbors, people that I know and people that I don't know, in the street, in the supermarket, everywhere. For their benefit, this is what I offer. Plenty of suffering in this world. I will not contribute. I take the determination. And if I can neutralize some of it, I will. We have room. We have room within. Feel your body, feel your mind. We are only walking as a family, but you are doing it by yourself. That frequency or combination inside, it's yours. May these seeds fall in fertile ground. May they sprout, become a healthy tree, so it will accompany us in this life and whatever is after, for our benefit and the benefit of others. And now from where we are, we go to silence. From now on, in this day retreat, we enter noble silence. Because it is in silence where these seeds will take root. Silence is healing. In silence, our mind grows. In silence, our mind matures. What to do? It is like this. And now we will focus on the mind. And in the same way that we relax our body in the first meditation, now we will do the same for the mind. Mind, thank you very much. Thank you for all the work you have helped me to do in this world, all the love, all the family, everything, all the study, the learning, exploration. Thank you. Mm. May you be healthy and strong for many more years. And now that we are here, we offer an apology. Sorry, mind. I'm sorry for overusing you. An apology. But I offer you something. I will take care of the desires that I still carry. I will recognize them. And I will let you also rest. An apology. Sometimes I get hooked in the stories and aversion arises, impatience, obsession, desire, complaints, judgments. I'm sorry. But now I'm here and I offer you my care. Mind. Thank you very much. Keeping alive the mental states that we just invited. Presence, gratitude, gentleness. We will take our first silent meditation. If you wish to open your eyes, you can. Stabilize them somewhere or keep them closed. Make sure that the chin doesn't fall. If the chin falls, the body follows and the mind follows. Welcome everybody. We stay with the present. Presence, gratitude, and gentleness. We allow the mind to expand and stretch freely. Thank you. You can stretch. We release any tension that we find mentally. Today is a good day. And remember to stay anchored in the body. Nama and Rupa. Clearly known. I want to express appreciation for the texture of the silence we have. Look. Very good texture. Much appreciation for your practice in the past, for the work that my dear brothers are doing. Much appreciation. Feel the people around you without opening your eyes. We are here as a family, human beings floating in space together, and we decided to sit and cultivate. Wow, this is very precious. Meditation doesn't stop. Meditation morphs. So for the next 30 minutes or so, if you are comfortable seated with your eyes closed or you wish to open them, you can choose. Or if you wish and go out and do some walking meditation, you are also welcome. I will offer briefly for whoever has not practiced walking meditation, find a spot, shady or in the sun, wherever you wish, around 15 steps, and you can choose a straight line without any obstacle, and you walk back and forth, but make sure that the lead is the awareness of the body and the present. You walk from one side to the other. Try to keep your eyes downcasted so there is less distraction with other practitioners or the surroundings. You go there, choose your object, the breath or the body, and walk to point A. You turn and then go to point B and just back and forth. And if the mind gets lost or caught in some thought, you can stop, close your eyes for a little while, and then continue walking. Please find a spot around whoever wishes. In the back is shady. There are many trees. Feel free, and above all, keep to yourself. Everybody's practicing, and the mental ingredients we have invited this morning, as I am sure we can feel directly, are very precious. So, respecting the practice of others and your practice, you are on your own. We are together but alone. So find your spot if you wish, or if you are comfortable here, 30 minutes of free practice, and don't worry about time. If you can, please turn off your phone. When you hear the bell, it will be time to come back to the hall and continue. Everybody okay? Yeah. Good practice, good practice. In silence we meet. Thank you very much for the beautiful texture we already have. Gladness from seeing our collective sincerity. Yeah. I have to say that very beautiful to see. Going out and seeing how each of us found a spot, sitting, open eyes, closed eyes, walking, contemplating, respectfully. And some of us, or the ones who stayed in the room, also this texture that we are making together, very glad. Some people were curious around, and we can never underestimate that our practice unavoidably spread the vibration outside. People were pondering, and that's very healthy. Also seeing the usage of a community center like this one as a retreat center. Wow. And then see you everybody walking present peacefully and with inner silence. Wow. Happy. There is something that I cherish very much from my teacher. And it was the moment when he told us, I trust you. You have my full confidence. In here, I will take care. Here we in the monastery, but out there, you will do it by yourself. So the thing that we just did, and I want to point out to that, will be ask the question, at this moment, what is the most appropriate thing for me to do? Should I sit? Should I close the eyes? Should I open the eyes? Is it better to walk? Outside there will be no schedule. And we need to sow, to thread all these practices out there. With our family, in the office, in the street. How are we gonna do? We will start opening the mind. How can I thread this in my life? What is the most appropriate? That ability, very precious, and that will lead us for worldly well-being all the way until final liberation. To do so, we must know the practices clearly. What does walking does to this mind? What does sitting with closed eyes does to this mind? What is the effect or the benefit? What is the difference when I am sitting but with the eyes opened? And we must train in all the possible combinations. If we only know how to balance our mind seated with the eyes closed, it's gonna break, because we spend many hours of our day walking, talking, in any area. Stability and perspective is never compromised. Things change, no problem, but we are inside. And I want to say, as my teacher told us, please remember that you are trusted. No doubt. You are respected. And loved. May our spine feel it. It aligns. And the cherry of all this gift is that we are together doing this. Family, Dhamma family. Our teachers are still alive. And with the respect we are applying ourselves to take care of the Dhamma, our children and grandchildren will benefit. We will move to the next step, which will be to take lunch offering, and we'll have some logistic announcements. It's simple, we know how to do it. But before closing this session of the morning, let's offer the fruits of our practice to our mother and our father. Mama, Papa, wherever you may be, thank you very much. You are trusted. You are respected, and you are loved. I offer my sincere efforts for your well-being. If you have children, please remember them. If you have grandchildren, that's what we offer. May you be well and healthy. Have a safe life, inspired to do good. Our brothers and our sisters. I have 3 sisters. Now, one is a nun also. May she and my other 2 sisters and all of our brothers, I offer the fruits of my sincerity. To your spouse, partner, may you be well in the body. May you be at peace with life. All of our family and friends, thank you. People we know, neighbors, co-workers, people we don't know, many millions that we will never meet, and their families. May everybody be well. This is my offering. I am a 8 billionth part of this humanity. I'm trying to put my share. I will not contribute to suffering, neither outside, and most importantly, within. May all beings be well, especially those who suffer more than us. Sukino wa kemi no hontu, sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatam. Sukino wa kemi no hontu, sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatam. Sukino wa kemi no hontu, sabbe sattam bhavantu sukhitatam. Well and secure may all beings be. May all beings be happy at heart. We walk, and it is a pleasure. We will move now to offering the food. And the table is there, and then later, after we all take the food to share, we will come back to our seats here where we are, and in silence we practice. We're in a beautiful day, wonderful opportunity, and while we're eating, I may drop a little something for our mind to cultivate. We already make a deal. I will not eat anymore. I will meditate while eating.